Well, if there was a sudden illness or death in your family, would you know what to do? Putting together an estate directory can ease your mind and help keep your affairs organized in case of a worst case scenario. And joining us this morning with more on this is Peter Cishecki from Everything Financial. Good morning, Peter. Great to see you.
Nice to see you, Jason. Good morning.
All right, a lot of people don't know what this is, including myself. What is an estate directory? Is it the same as a will?
No, it's not even a legal document. It's completely different and very simple to put together. Really what it is in a nutshell is, imagine it as a phone book or just a cheat sheet really of who should be notified if something happens. Who are your close friends? Who's your accountant, your lawyer, your registered financial planner, your doctor, and your friends? Who are all those people that you should be notified? Because if your spouse goes suddenly or you're the last one left, you go, and your kids say don't live in the city, they don't really know who you associate with. This is just a guide in a phone book, really, of who to go see, who to talk to, and where do you keep all your documents? Where do you put all those cards, and where's your will for that matter? Where's everything kept? Because people sometimes keep these things in the freezer. They have a safety deposit box. Who knows? So really a roadmap to them of who to call and where everything is kept.
Yeah, essentially a checklist, a list of contacts. So do you need a plan to set an estate directory up?
No, you really need a notebook and a pen really to set up an estate directory. Sometimes it's good to get a little bit of help to make sure you don't miss some of the little things that you may not even think of that your financial planner can help you think of. But since it's not a legal document, there's really no plan. It's like you said, it's a checklist and a guide. Notebook and a pen. You're sitting watching the Olympics this weekend. Take out your notebook, your pen, and start jotting down all these things to get some help. And there's lots of guides online that can help you with a list of what are those things you should be writing down.
Who should possess a copy, Peter? And what's a good age to start thinking about doing this?
When you're an adult, you should start doing a lot of things. That's a stretch for some of us some days, but you should really have one to your registered financial planner. Your spouse should know where it is. You should know where it is for each other, and your children, your oldest child, or whichever of your children are really involved, and maybe one of your kids is your executor. Make sure a few of those people close to you know where a copy is, just in case, unfortunately, you pass away, the worst happens, and someone needs some guidance on where to do these things. Because if you're gone and your spouse is left, they might not be in a position to even think straight to kind of give guidance to who should be called. And I've seen that happen before where they can't remember the name of their best friend who lives next door. So this list can help.
This is Estate Directory 101 this morning. Peter, finally, what are a few items that should be included that no one would even think of including?
These are, especially in this day and age, here's a few obvious ones. Your email password, because your email will stay there long after you're gone. So maybe one of your kids can, if you pass away, cancel out the email. So email password, Facebook password, Twitter, things like that. PIN numbers for your debit card at the bank to go in and do whatever they have to do. Just paying bills that first month, they might need help with, and be able to get into your online banking. So those simple passwords are things that you wouldn't think of, because trust me, this has happened. Receiving one of those automated Facebook messages from someone after they've been gone for a few years, just a little unsettling sometimes. So the kids can help, or whoever you entrust this to can help close out all those accounts and close some things off for you. And like I said, pay bills the first month. When you're gone, there might be a Visa bill still left, and they can't get into your online banking. So those are some of the obvious ones that you might not think of.
Yeah, that Facebook password, because on the flip side, people use the Facebook profile as a bit of a memorial to keep it going for people post photos and whatnot. So it's essential to know that password.
Absolutely.
Really good information, Peter. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Jason. Have a great day.
You too. Peter Cishecki from Everything Financial.